Throughout this English 219 course, I learned many skills that helped me become a better professional and technical writer. This improvement in my writing abilities can be seen through many revisions in my documents. So, starting off with my application letter in sequence 1, I did not add any extracurricular activities or societies that I was a part of right over here in this highlighted section. And I also didn't emphasize how my skills would be beneficial in the job I was applying for, which was the Chief Financial Officer position. So in my revised version, right here in the highlighted part, you can see that I included more information about what I learned in my previous jobs and how it would help in this job I was applying for. And then I listed what societies I was a part of, such as the National Honor Society, and how it helped build my character, which was improving my leadership skills. So then when looking at my formal complaint, you can see that I was addressing the problem of the University of New Mexico's open campus. When creating this complaint, I explained the situation with details of how I was affected and how it was affecting the campus. In order to address this problem, I suggested that the university have more security guards, and because if there were more security guards on campus, this would allow members of the university to feel safer. When looking at my revised version, you can see that I made some adjustments right here in this highlighted part. In my revised suggestion, I included that having more security guards on campus would make students feel safer, and therefore it would allow the university to be held in higher regards. When students and faculty feel safer on campus, they are more likely to have nicer things to say about the university. So then, when looking at my adjustment letter, I had to pretend that I had received a complaint from one of my classmates, and I had to provide a solution. So right here in my original document, I first apologized to the sender and let them know that the University of New Mexico really takes pride in their students being the best that they can be. After expressing this guilt, I created a solution that would fix my classmate's problem, right here in offering a free parking pass. To end the letter, I then thanked them for choosing the university and hoped that they would forgive the issue. However, in my revised version, I included more information about the parking situation, and I informed my classmate that the university was taking action in creating more parking spots and that they should be available during the next semester, which can be seen in this highlighted part. By including this information, I was able to explain how a solution was already taking place and let them know that their problem should be fixed soon. In the refusal letter, I addressed the same issue and I informed my classmate that the university I addressed the same issue, except I was not as giving with the free parking pass. Instead, I informed my classmate that there was still parking passes available for sale and that she could still purchase one if needed, which is seen in this highlighted part. But because I wanted my classmate to understand that the university was already taking some steps in fixing this problem, I also made the adjustment of including more information about the parking spots already being created in my revised version, which can be seen in this section right here with the highlighted part. So then in sequence 3, I made my documents very colorful and added multiple pictures. This can be seen in all of my instructions. With my favorite recipe instruction, I had the yellow background, and I made the header a bright orange that was inviting to readers, with the sectioned off categories such as the introduction, the ingredients and steps, and then the completion. With my Klondike instructions, I included multiple pictures that showed what the game was like and how to set it up. And then I had different headings that showed where the setup instructions started and then where the plain instructions started. My emergency instructions is where I had the most revisions. This was my original document where I had a blank white background, and the heading is a little difficult to read, and there's multiple boxes, but they're all sectioned off, which makes it a little easy to read. Although the boxes have borders, it does seem a little clustered in this original version. So in my revised version, I added the red background, which was related to the color of the fire, which was relating to the overall title of the instructions. And so then I highlighted the steps, which made it a little easier to read and allowed my readers to interpret it better. So this helped me realize how important visuals were in some of my documents. Then in sequence 4, my revisions were mostly in my recommendations report. So this was my original recommendations report with my team. We first included this header, which we thought would be a good title page, or would be a good title at all. So then we just went straight into the introduction and added some comments about what the article was about mainly. And in our revised version, we included a better title page, which you can see here, which has the bold heading, some pictures, our names, and when it's due. So the better title page helped our readers understand more about what the report was about. And then in the original version, you can also see that our graphs and charts were a little bit clustered and too small for our readers to really interpret and get a good idea of what the information was about. So in our revised version, we enlarged these charts and graphs, and we gave them their own little page actually, as you can see here. So in these pictures, you can really see what our survey questions were, what our interview questions were, the data for the Mexican dishes, and how many people liked which kind of food, and then whether people liked red or green chili. So with these enlarged photos and data, it was a lot easier for our audience to interpret what we were talking about. So with the with the enlarged graphs, the content in our report was easier to understand, and it gave clear suggestions of what our managers should change to their company's website. So overall, throughout this course, I just made multiple revisions that strengthened my writing and improved my documents, which made it easier for my readers to understand and allowed them to follow through better.